Alright, ladies and gentlemen, SeaRates is in the air. Good afternoon, good day, good evening, good morning. My name is Stefan. Today I will take you to our rate management system. This is no secret that a rate management system from SeaRates is a very old product that have been developed, I don't know, maybe after 2010, and was always an inevitable part of Logistic Explorer, which is the ultimate freight quotation and booking platform where you can find any freight rates from A to B by different modes of transportation. Today they are 12 modes. We will take it a little bit later, but in overall today I will take you through, and this will be a very quick run through the rate management system. You have a landing page on SeaRates website, which you can find in the tools, more tools in the menu, and it is telling you about the features of the system, where we are mostly working with the table structure for the freight rates. And as far as you know, 80 or 90% of the business that SeaRates is doing is FCL containers. So that was a cornerstone for this system. But today, again, we are supporting much more, which is FCL, OCL, bulk, RoRo, FTL, LTL, air, cargo load, ACL. And we are also supporting different modalities, not only port-to-port, but door-to-door and variations. We have commissions, templates, fees. We have the functionality of subscription, which is very relevant to the Digital Freight Alliance behind SeaRates, the Freight Association, Freight Forwarders Association. And in this system, freight forwarders, logistics providers, they can subscribe on each other like a social networking. But in turn, if you are using the freight quotation system on your website, white labeled solution from SeaRates, then you can also scale up your geography of sales. You can use your partner tariffs and resell it with your commission, adding more profit. That is also in place. We do support Excel upload functionality, copy-paste. Part of rate management system is also the quotation system that supports individual quote or the quotations to the standard shipping leads that are available in SeaRates. So that is a quick overview that you can always check up on the landing page. And now I will take you quickly to the rate management system itself. So in the virtual office of SeaRates, or in your ERP system, or in your SeaRates enterprise system, you need to go, if you have this access, you go to rates and tariffs, or you go to rates, and you are taken to the dashboard. So in the dashboard, you have this segmentation by sea, road, and air. Right now, we are updating the railway delivery in the new interface because this is the version 2.0, not the earlier one. And then you also have the individual quotation, which we will touch in a separate topic. And today I think I will cover, to not go through all the modes of transportations, we will take it separately, I believe, but I will go in the FCL, and I will quickly show you how it happens. So first of all, as I mentioned earlier, we have different modalities, and in the top you can see these tables that they have the respective structure. So you have port-to-port, port-to-door, door-to-port, door-to-door. Accordingly, you can also view all rates available in different structures in one place. Under my account, I have like 2,500 pages over here by 20 rows in one page. So this is like a little bit more complex. So probably it's better to go just port-to-port, same player, and I will just show you how it works. So first of all, you can do many things over here, like add rates. You can download the rates that you have. You can customize the table. You can do sorting as you wish, and you can do filtering in the columns according to your preferences. You can also change the number of the rates on one page. And a few words about how you are actually using the system. So first of all, you can use it as an internal intra-enterprise system where you store your rates, where you can upload your contractual rates that you can refer very quickly if you need to book a freight shipment. This is scenario number one, a database, a usage across licenses and across user accounts. Scenario number two, if you are using, again, the freight quotation platform on your website, where you're allowing your end users to search and book freight rates by containers in this case, then your rate management system is actually the system where you're managing the rates that are appearing on your website for the search and available for the booking. This can be for external users, depending on your business. This can be for internal users if you are a big enterprise and you need to just give a team access to quickly check up and look up the rates that your enterprise is having, right? So this is the scenario number two. And if you are a logistics provider, scenario number three would be the subscription functionality that I told earlier, where you will be able to subscribe on the rates of each other, right? So I will quickly show you the manual way of adding rates, and when you want to do this, you will first of all you have the empty row that you can start filling in. You can add rows over here, and you can filter out unnecessary straight from the general filter on the top. So I will not go that deep right now. I will just go from port of Shanghai, for example, to you also have association ports popping up. Let's go to Hamburg in Germany. Right, and this is the port of Hamburg. Then you can select the carrier according to their size and scale. Let's select MSC, for example. Then you are about to select the currency, and then you can put $2,000 for this, and $3,500 for this, $3,600 for this, 45 for container would be 3,800, and then you have like reefer at 4,000 and 40 reefer at 4,800. And then if these are the rates like LIFO or LILO or FILO basis, then you are respectively checking OTC and DTHC if these charges are included in this port-to-port rate. Nota bene that in the columns on the top we have the tooltips, we have these hints which are appearing to help you understand and avoid double meaning of the value that you want to input, right? So you can always hover and hold over the column and see what exactly this specific abbreviation or column means. And also here it will be right to mention that you can do the customization, and we have more columns in the table which you can hide and unhide. I think we also can move the columns, right? So you can move them according to your preferences if you don't like the order, and you can show or hide more columns, like container types, for example. In this case, we have like very big list of the container types, and then you have the list of other features like transit time in days, and then the type of the rate, whether it is spot or space guarantee, or whether it is a promoted rate called hold deals. You can indicate the carbon emission of carbon footprint, and you can also add the notes over here. So you can play around, hide and unhide the respective columns. Next up will be the commission type. So you are managing these rates over here, and in fact you can add selling rates, which is the very often and popular question: which rates I'm adding, whether I'm adding selling rates or whether I'm adding my buying rates. What is this rates I'm adding? So again, it depends on the type of your business, but let's say you are selling these rates online on your website via the tool. In this case, you can, if you leave this commission blank, then all the rates that you have entered over here will be the selling rates. If you will add commission, which in our case can be fixed or a % on top of the rates that you just input, then this commission will be added. This, for your reference, most probably you or your team will treat it as a buying rates, and with your commission it will be the selling rates, right? And also you have the vendor, because in the system, in SeaRates system, there is thousands of logistics providers. If you are interacting with each other, you can also add the vendor name, and it will be pulled so that this company can be referred to a rate from which you want to buy if you have a booking. Or you can create your own vendor. If you type the existing one, it will be appearing over here. For example, you have a prime league company, if I'm not mistaken. Let me quickly check it out. So there is various companies with this part of the word, but you can see basically how this list is coming. So from the existing vendors, you can select like this, or you can leave it blank, or you can not use the vendor itself. Then you have the valid rate, the date from, the date to. Also, by the way, the very often question: can I add the rates with different validity but all identical parameters like route and shipping types, container types, etc.? The answer is yes, you can do that. The only condition is that validity dates should be at least 1 day different, right? And in this case, system will treat it as rates for different periods, and they will be displayed accordingly to the validity that they have. Then you can put the transit time. Then if it is a spot rate, which means valid in the moment of booking, this shelf life is like 10 minutes or something like that. Space guarantee means that you will guaranteed take this booking and load this container on board. Hot deals works if you are using our widget for promoting your rates on some other page, and here you will check the rate that it should be appearing and advertising on a specific web page on your website. And CO2 emissions, you are just putting over here on how much kgs of carbon footprint is left with this service, right? So that is basically how it works. Also, you can see that by the default, the freight rate validity is put 2 weeks ahead. So today is the 7th of August, and automatically I didn't put anything over here. I can change this validity, but it's already 2 weeks ahead by the default. And once I have entered all mandatory fields like route, carrier, currency, values, it becomes automatically valid in status, right? This is what you have. And then when I'm done with my rates, I can publish them. When the rate will be published, the rate will be given the unique ID, and I will be able to click this ID and open and view my rate that I have just added. So you can see in the summary table that we have seen in the beginning of the video. Now my latest added rate is appearing on the top. So here I can click search. This search will push me to the rate search page, and you can see this is Shanghai to Hamburg search, and here are the options valid on the SeaRates website. Here we have this MSC rate, and this is actually the rate that I have just added. This is standard, so this is not labeled as spot or guaranteed. This is just a standard rate that is subject to, you can also hover over these meanings, and you can see that BIF, CIF are applicable, and other variables, right? This is the place where the final customer will place this booking. We also have other freight rates in the system on this route, but on our example, which we just added, you can see this is how the rate is coming. And lastly, I can open up the rate page, and I can see the details, the route, the distance, the transit time. Also, our ship schedule system is automatically pulling the nearest vessels in which you can load this container, book this rate, and basic standard rates and additional terms are applied if I don't indicate some specific terms to my rate via the rate management system. So you have seen the notes in the last columns. If I will modify the notes over here, these notes will also appear over here. It's created via template system, and you can like create as many templates for different scenarios as you need, as you want. They will be appearing over here. Other than this is how the rate is displayed. And then the customer is going to the booking. This is a separate process which we will not be covering in this video, but in a nutshell, this is how the rate management system for FCL works. We will probably cover the features of uploading, downloading rates via the tables and other scenarios and modalities. We will probably cover other modes of transport in other videos. So as of today, this just was a quick introductory. I think we will label it as an FCL management in the rate management system. And thank you guys for your attention. Subscribe on SeaRates channel, put like, and see you soon. Bye.